Hi you guys, this is Jamie with Whatever's Clever Boutique, and thank you so much for sticking around with me during my crazy move. I'm trying to get back in the process of filming and creating content, and I'm so excited to get into my new office and share that whole space with you. But today we are going to make this stunning tumbler. I got all of the inspiration from the one and only Mallory Pagnotta from Made by Manny and Mel. I saw this tutorial she posted quite a while ago on her YouTube page, and it was this coral cow print tumbler tutorial. And I had a customer ask me for a Western cow print themed tumbler, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I went ahead and took a 24-ounce travel mug from the Tipsy Magnolia, and I went ahead and sanded that tumbler down, spray painted it kind of like a corally pink color, and then I went ahead and went in with my epoxy to apply my pink sands glitter from Peachy Olive Glitters. And we're just gonna go in full coverage. We're gonna just go ham with this glitter all over the tumbler. Once we get all of that glitter on, we're going to go ahead and tap the excess off with our scissors or whatever it is that you use. And then we're going to go in with 2 coats of epoxy. And our next step will be creating our seamless tumbler wrap. I'm using this Western themed vinyl from Banff Custom Creations. And I'm just going to kind of cut apart the pieces here so that I can make my own wrap. Since this is a curved tumbler, I can't easily wrap it. So I'm gonna show you guys how I create my own wrap. So I'm gonna just start with the large pieces on this vinyl. And I'm just taking some painter's tape and lining up these pieces so I can visually see it on the tumbler to be sure that it is to my liking. Now when I get to this handle part, I'm gonna have to do some doctoring to this piece here before I can actually lay it down. So I just took a piece of tape and laid it right above that handle line, and then I will show you how I fix that piece here in a bit. Once I get all of my pieces laid and I'm happy with the way it looks, I'm gonna go ahead and start laying those pieces on. Now, with this painter's tape, it is so easy because like with any white back decal, you don't wanna touch the clear portion of that backing because the fingerprint can show through. So this painter's tape does a really good job at almost creating a hinge method for you. And you just peel off that backing and use that tape to lay that decal right down where it was. Now for the handled piece, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off, and then I'm gonna just kind of lay it against the handle. And I'm gonna take my scissors and just make some slices where I want to cut that decal so that it can slide straight over that handle. And once we get it to our liking, which I got in the first shot with this one, which was so great, I'm gonna take my X-Acto knife and just slice off that excess decal so that we can lay that back down on the bottom part. I went ahead and removed that backing, placed that decal right over the handle, It takes a little bit of fandangling to get this on here with, trying to not have any of the sticky touch the tumbler as you're sliding it through there. But just take your time and then really be sure to press it down really well so no epoxy gets under that decal and makes it want to lift. Now we're going to go ahead and take that little piece that we cut from the upper portion there, and I'm going to lay that right down on my tumbler so that it looks seamless. Then we're going to take that X-Acto knife and cut that excess that's, kind of sticking up on that handle to remove that. That way it looks like the handle is coming right out of the decal. Then I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to lay down those last few decals on the bottom portion of our tumbler. Once we get all of those pieces laid, I'm going to take the little diamonds that we cut out earlier, and I am just going to eyeball those and stick those right between each of the larger, I don't know what you call that, Aztec, Western print pieces that we had just put on. Now we're going to go in with one coat of epoxy, and once that epoxy cures, we're going to go ahead and do our sanding on the rim. And we're also going to sand down any pieces that may be a little bit tough. I went and got my SVG set from Made by Manny and Mal's website. I just searched CalPrint and it pulls up this set that's all ready for you. So I cut out my first layer in teal, my third layer in black, and my second layer in this diamond white. All of these are from Tech Rep Craft, and this white glitter is absolutely stunning. I can't wait for you guys to see it under epoxy. So I'm gonna take my little CalPrint blobs, and I'm just gonna lay them sporadically on the tumbler. Wherever you feel they would look great, just go ahead and place them there. You guys will not regret getting this set from Made by Manny and Mal's Digital Collective, because she has all of the different layers ready for you, ready to cut. All you have to do is lay your vinyl and push send on your silhouette or Cricut. It is so awesome. I went ahead and took my Cami Page Boutique edge cutting tool and trimmed off that excess from the teal that was hanging over the edge. Now I'm going to go in with that white glitter vinyl and start laying that right over top of the teal. I did get a few air bubbles here, so I went ahead and took my X-Acto knife and just put little slices in that vinyl and pressed those air bubbles out. I got those all laid, I went ahead and took my Cami Page Boutique cutting edge tool and sliced off that white piece as well. Once we get all of that layer laid, we're going to go in with one coat of our KSRESIN Liquidy Split Ultra UV Epoxy, and then I'm going to go in with the next layer, which is our outline, which is just going to go right along that white layer. So this was a little bit tricky. I ended up starting with the transfer tape and then taking the transfer tape off and just using my finger to kind of press down the rest of the way. That was the way that I found the easiest. I was not having any success trying to get it all laid down. So that's just how I went ahead and combated that issue. once we get all of those laid down, we're gonna go in with our cow print now. So there's no rhyme or reason to this, just kind of lay these down however you see fit. You can put as many or as little in each blob as you would like, but I just kind of place them to where they fit, if that kind of makes sense. I just puzzle pieced them together and ended up really liking how they turned out. And once we get that all laid, we are going to go in with 2 final coats of epoxy and our tumbler is done. I absolutely adore this. I hope my customer loves it. I hope it fits her bill. I thought it was perfect for a Western and cow print tumbler. So dare I say I have a new favorite? I might. I don't know. I can't wait to make another design with this template from Made by Manny and Mal. Everything I used will be listed and linked in the description box below. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And I will hopefully see you again here soon once I keep getting things more and more settled. I'll try and get more and more content put out. I did do a glitter booty for this one. I have shown that many times in the past, so I'll link some of those videos below. But thank you guys so much for coming back and watching, and I will see you all soon.